Within an organization, there are several components that can make or break a company. One of these components is corporate culture. Corporate culture plays a very important role linking the beliefs and behaviors that determine how an organization does business. To better understand corporate culture, several airlines with distinctive cultures will be analyzed, such as WestJet, Air Canada, and Southwest Airlines. Through comparing these companies, it can be better understood how corporate culture makes a successful company.
I'd like to first talk about Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines is an example of an organization where positive, successful corporate culture has contributed directly to their success and constant revenues in an industry where consistent profitability is rare. Since being established in 1967, Southwest Airlines has emerged as the world's largest low-cost carrier, employing over 47,000 people and serving over 100 million customers annually. Southwest's success has been largely linked to their corporate culture. The airline prides themselves in putting employee happiness above anything else. And although this seems unconventional, it is tried and tested to work, recording revenues of $19.82 billion in 2015, as well as being consistently ranked one of America's best airlines. Southwest's corporate culture began with Kelleher, their former CEO, who highly emphasized corporate culture and customer experience, which is something that has continuously stuck with the company even after he stepped down. On Southwest's website, they explicitly state their vision as becoming the world's most loved, most flown, and most profitable airline. In order to accomplish this mission, Southwest constantly ensures that every one of its executives, pilots, and employees work together towards a common mission. The impact of having the employees aligned with the company's shared values and goals is immense for Southwest. It motivates individuals to strive towards common goals for the company, moving beyond what is best for their own narrow area of responsibility and contributing to a purpose higher than themselves. Southwest's corporate model has been so successful it's even been adopted by its Canadian counterpart WestJet. The Calgary-based airline heavily based themselves on Southwest's business model. WestJet has since emerged as one of the most successful airlines since their founding in 1996. Throughout their 20 years of operation, one key force on their success is their award-winning corporate culture. It is this aspect of their business that is truly noticeable on a daily basis as they continue to be recognized and awarded, not just in Canada, but all over the world. Nick will now speak further on WestJet as well as their corporate culture.
As an airline, corporate culture is undoubtedly one of the most important aspects of the business. The most common way that corporate culture is portrayed is through customer service. WestJet tops this. They get appraised every year for the past 20 years now, since they were founded, for their corporate culture. This year, respectively, CNW has reported that WestJet topped their annual survey across Canadian businesses for corporate culture. WestJet continuously reinforces their corporate culture through their slogan, Owners Care. Compared to Air Canada, WestJet employees have a more positive corporate culture. They are considered to be more fun and energetic, with the passengers more frequently interacted and spoken to more informally. CEO Greg Sikarsky has always said that WestJet's mission is not just to fly people, but to make their lives better. The positive effects on corporate culture to WestJet's success can also be linked to their organizational structure. WestJet's organizational structure is thus more flat and loose. There are very few levels of management, and within this, they strive to have more informal communication and a more decentralized decision-making process. In the decision-making process, it is more change-oriented, and all employees are encouraged to collectively bring their individual opinions together to find a common solution. The value is therefore placed on the outcomes and empowerment.
To elaborate on what Nick said, we're going to look at Air Canada, which is one of WestJet's biggest competitors. They have a completely different corporate culture and atmosphere within their company, and for the past decade they've gone through a lot of structural changes, in part due to a lot of financial difficulties, and these have had a major role in changing their corporate culture. In 2009, their new CEO established a turnaround strategy where the old Air Canada is nothing like the new. This strategy implemented stricter policies, and with a little creativity, they came up with the new leisure carrier Air Canada Rouge. Air Canada Rouge became responsible for the leisure markets and took a page from WestJet's book, having a more relaxed and customer satisfaction based strategy for vacation travelers. In comparison to Rouge, Air Canada's mainline has a more bureaucratic corporate culture. By following a strict set of rules and procedures, employees can find their place in their hierarchical structure and produce results based on the task at hand. Mainline employees are expected to act with commitment, determination, and professionalism, with rigid and unwavering codes of conduct policies and explicitly laid out rules. Employees are expected to follow them without hesitation. Stressing a business-like atmosphere is important for Air Canada Mainline, with the majority of customers traveling for business purposes. Air Canada's hierarchical structure also helps promote a bureaucratic corporate culture, with upper management making the decisions for the subordinates below them. There's a clear social pyramid, with the top employees getting the most opportunity, resources, and highest salaries.
As previously stated, WestJet and Air Canada operate with different corporate cultures. Both are affected through the different organizational structures, and the two Canadian airlines have different goals and values that are promoted and encouraged to strive towards. To better compete with WestJet, Air Canada created Air Canada Rouge. Rouge focused on leisure destinations instead of the business flight customer base. WestJet, known for having a more customer satisfaction-based culture, where they are fun and interactive informally with guests, can be closer compared to Rouge, more so than Air Canada's mainline. In terms of differences, Air Canada focuses more on the number of customers they can fit on a plane every day and less on the customer satisfaction, often overbooking seats, stranding customers. The corporate culture is stern and selective employment opportunities that are based off superiority instead of equality in the case of WestJet. Having a business-like demeanor is important for Air Canada's image, with their customer base expecting this treatment when flying with them. If looked closely, the demeanor towards customers can be considered polite and professional, with little room for jokes or anything more than casual chit-chat. WestJet's employees, unlike Air Canada's, are considered to be valued as a vital part of the corporation, with their ideas encouraged and recognized. When on an Air Canada flight, it is considered a means to an end, whereas WestJet promotes an experience instead of just a flight.
It is evident that corporate culture plays a massive role within large organizations. Establishing and maintaining corporate culture can be a large determinant in the success of a company. Southwest Airlines is an example of an organization where a successful, positive corporate culture is evident. WestJet was also successful in copying Southwest's model. WestJet's corporate culture is an aspect of their business that is regularly recognized and rewarded all over the world. In contrast, through the example of Air Canada, it is shown how it is possible that their opposite corporate culture or buoyancy can also contribute to success in the airline industry. As well, when Air Canada changed their corporate culture to be more relaxed and mimic WestJet's, they became more successful. Southwest, WestJet, and Air Canada are all examples of different airlines, each with different corporate cultures. It is through these examples that help to prove how different corporate cultures can all contribute to successful companies.